What's going on, guys? Today we've got a video that we think is going to be really interesting. So the video, as is in the title, is a 2019 flagship versus a brand new budget smartphone. Now, the two phones we have decided to select is the Huawei P30 Pro, the infamous P30 Pro, and the Xiaomi POCO X3 NFC, which is new to us here, and we are yet to do an unboxing, really, just because we wanted to jump this phone into a bunch of comparisons because it is an incredible phone, and we think that is a video that people want to see. So here we have it, guys. We're going to go through a few of the specs, side by side them, and then basically tell you what the key difference is between, as I said, 2019 flagship or a 2020 budget phone. So we're going to go ahead and jump straight into the stats. The P30 Pro comes equipped with an entire casing of glass. Kind of fragile. I know that a lot of people did manage to smash their screens on these things, and it was sort of an issue with them at some point. Whereas the Xiaomi POCO X3 comes with Gorilla Glass 5, and so you'd have to worry a little bit less about that phone screen smashing. However, on both these devices, I would recommend that you put a case on it. Moving on to more of that security side of things, the P30 Pro is sort of a more secure and safe device in terms of dust and water resistance, however, because it has IP68. Which means that it is completely dust resistant and can be submerged in water up to 2 meters for an extended period of time. Whereas the Xiaomi is IP53, so a slightly lower one. It still should be splash resistant and resistant to the majority of dust. However, it is not as resistant as the P30 Pro. In terms of display, it is more of a preference thing. However, the general consensus is people lean more towards an OLED display over an LCD display. Now, the P30 Pro has the OLED display and the Xiaomi has a LCD display. That being said, the refresh rate on the Xiaomi is 120 Hz, which is absolutely incredible compared to only 60 Hz on the P30 Pro. So it basically is a bit of pick and choose. What do you prefer? Those darker blacks or that quicker refresh rate? As you can see here with the Xiaomi on my left, it is considerably bigger. That being said, the display on the Xiaomi is 84% screen compared to 88.6% screen on the P30 Pro, and you can see that clearly here. The P30 Pro screen almost wraps around the side of the device. That's enough of the displays. We'll move on to the chipsets packed inside these. On the Xiaomi, you have a Snapdragon 732G, so gaming processor, which is an incredible processor for a device of this price. And on the P30 Pro, again, you have that infamous Kirin 980, which everyone seems to love. Again, a great processor. In terms of cameras packed inside the Xiaomi, you've got an incredible 64 megapixel camera here, which is absolutely ginormous and takes stunning pictures, complemented with a 20 megapixel selfie camera. On the P30 Pro, you've got a slightly smaller 40 megapixel main camera supported with this 20 megapixel ultra wide camera and this 8 megapixel camera here as well on the rear. On the front of this device here, you have a 32 megapixel selfie camera, so slightly better in terms of selfies there. Again, a preference here is between the Xiaomi or Huawei processing of images. Some people prefer the look of a Huawei processed image, and some people prefer the look of a Xiaomi. However, undeniably, the main camera is better on the Xiaomi and the selfie camera is better on the P30. Moving on to battery size, the Xiaomi has a whopping 5,160 mAh battery and the P30 Pro has a 4,200 mAh battery, which is still a good battery. However, the Xiaomi is clearly bigger and clearly can hold your phone on for an extended period of time over the P30 Pro. That being said, if your phone does die, the P30 Pro should charge quicker as it has a 40-watt charger packed in the box with it compared to a 33-watt charger on the Xiaomi. Now, something I would note, and this is not necessarily in the specs, is the fact that the Xiaomi has an extremely quick face unlock and a quick and snappy thumbprint scanner on the side. Now, I know that some people had issues with the face unlock on the P30 Pro, but it does have a great under-display thumbprint sensor, and one of the better ones I've used throughout my time assessing phones. The P30 Pro's under-display thumbprint scanner was always one of my more preferable under-display scanners, being extremely snappy and extremely quick to react. So again, very very close call there. Now we have one of the main events. Now this is the 512GB variant with 8 gigs of RAM packed inside it. There is only 6 GB of RAM on all variants of the Xiaomi, so the RAM is more on the P30 Pro. However, I would say that the RAM in the Xiaomi is extremely high performing, and in my personal tests, gaming, scrolling, and using this phone day to day, I've noticed no significant RAM lag in terms of usage. One of the key things that everyone's waiting for is the price. Now, I'm sure you already know the general prices of these devices. However, on eFones.com, you can get the Xiaomi for as little as $199.99, and the P40 Pro in the 128GB variant is $479.99. So there is a bit of a drastic difference there. However, the P30 Pro is obviously slightly better than the Xiaomi. That being said, the price does not necessarily indicate that small difference. So how do you think the P30 Pro holds up? If you do an Antutu benchmark test, the P30 Pro does score higher than the Xiaomi, and there is not much point of us doing that in this video, mainly because we've done an Antutu test before and the test wouldn't even be close to really analyze it because the P30 Pro is considerably better. But does it warrant that price tag? Let us know in the comments below. We personally think that the price difference is too much for phones that are this close to each other in terms of spec, and although the P30 Pro is clearly a better phone, we don't think that the price would indicate the spec difference if you just knew the price of the devices. So what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below what you think of this type of video, and if you want to see a side-by-side Antutu test, we'll be more than happy to do that. If you want to see a camera test, anything, let us know and we'd be more than happy to do it. But this was basically a spec side-by-side with the price summarized at the end. Thanks guys very much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, let us know. And as always, let us know how we can improve on our videos, because we are still learning and we would love to make better content each and every day. If you want to buy these devices, they'll be linked in the description. They are on Amazon and eFones.com, where you can buy either of these right now for the prices that I said. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this type of video, make sure to consider subscribing. Have any questions about anything at all, leave it in the comments below and we'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.